we're just going to do a little snap. Stacks. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Nitro Union, and today we are going to be working on prepping the trunk area of Aces High for sheet metal, just kind of getting a level surface, kind of cleaning everything up in there, and getting ready to start planning that out. And I'm also going to show you guys the new induction system for the 427 big block Chevy that's going to be going in Aces High, and I'm pretty stoked about that because it's pretty awesome. But stay tuned. Right now, I think we decided just to tackle the trunk first, so we're just kind of trying to figure out what all is structurally sound in here, cut out whatever the rest of the sheet metal we need to cut out, and build a structure which will bring the new floor up to level with this, and the structure will also help kind of reinforce all this stuff because it's a little bit janky.
Find a date. Ringo Starr. Yeah, look it over. Hey, Woman Incorporated. You didn't mean to dial up as a woman, did you?
Whatever's on the radio, on TV was MASH and Mork and Mindy. Oh, November of some year. It's still burning in there. We may be able to uncover some more.
What is that? Ha.
Is it a shift lever or something?
Yeah, it looks like for a Chrysler or something.
Alright guys, so I was in here grinding on Aces High and FedEx showed up. This is something that's gotten really hard to find, and it's something that's, it's kind of like slot wheels. They used to be everywhere and dirt cheap, and now that gassers has kind of become a thing. Oh my god, look at these freaking peanuts. But I'm hoping these are decent enough to clean up, that'll clean up good. But probably what I've got here is the cheapest set of Moroso gold valve covers on the internet. I know they're cheap for a reason, but maybe they'll clean up okay. They got some scratches and stuff in them. Maybe I can touch them up a little bit. They're dirty. Got some light spots on them. But I really wanted a set for this car, you know, because of the whole gold thing. It's pretty straight overall. That one is. I think it'll clean up. And try not to get these freaking peanut things everywhere. That's impossible. Yeah, and then this one's about the same. It's like they've been sitting outside in the dirt or something. That's just dirt all over them. But yeah, I mean they're scratched up and stuff. But like I said, they were cheap. They're straight, not smashed. Dad's actually got a pair of them around here somewhere, but like they're smashed up really bad. I think they were on one of the cars that he flipped in the mud back in the day. But that's the reason why I wanted Moroso gold valve covers. All right, guys, so I know the thumbnail and title of this video is Aces High gets a new induction setup, and the first piece to that puzzle before I show you the rest of it is this this cool Chevrolet branded, it's actually a Glenwood timing cover, and what this hole here is for is to mount a fuel pump, so we can drive a fuel pump directly off of the camshaft, just like we do on Misfit, if you're familiar with that setup, mechanical fuel injection stuff. And this thing is really cool. And my buddy Danny Lopez with Captain America Olds Gasser hooked me up with this piece, and I think it's old boat stuff, like probably came off of a jet boat or something like that, running a big block Chevy. But it's just really cool, different. Like normally we run like Hilburn ones and stuff like that, because they actually still make those. I don't know if you can still get these or not, but it's just something different. I've never actually seen one that had Chevrolet casting in it like that. So this thing was polished at one time, so what I'm going to do now is just kind of try to clean it up and maybe try to get a polish back on it. All right, guys, so many of you may have seen whenever we first put this 427 together, I had it had in mind using this cross ram, because it was unique, pretty cool deal and everything. And then what I really had a dream about was I wanted an Edelbrock TR2, the old school TR2 shoebox intake, and I looked up and I found one, and that was going to be kind of my unique induction setup, and that was kind of the plan that I was rolling with. I actually started polishing my shoebox and everything, and we're rolling with that until I ran up on a pretty good deal, or we were actually able to swap and trade for. I'm going to show you that one right now. We're just going to do a little snap. Stacks. How awesome is that? To me, whenever you think of a gasser, or at least a non-blown gasser, the most quintessential gasser induction system is a stack injection, and this one is pretty badass. Like, we ran into a friend of ours at a swap meet, and this is a Hilburn setup. It's the big tubes, the tall stacks, and man, I'm really excited about this. But we did some swapping and trading at a swap meet, and just lucked up and happened to have something this guy wanted, and man, but I think it's pretty killer, and I'm really excited about these. May do something cool. Showed you guys earlier where I got the Moroso Gold valve covers in, so that's kind of the goal. I'd really like to have a set of Moroso Golds on this thing, and maybe looking at doing some gold stacks. So we'll see. I don't actually know what these are made out of, if they're aluminum or what, but may can get them anodized or paint them, or I'll come up with some kind of solution. And then you guys saw my timing cover that I got from my buddy Danny. It's going to go in here. I'm not going to pull this one off just yet. I was planning on it, but the balancer and everything is on here right now, so I'm just going to leave it sealed up because we're not ready for that yet. But yeah, I just want to show you guys, because this thing is wicked, and it's going to be totally badass, I think, with this setup. And luckily for me, I think a lot of guys don't run them because they're a little bit afraid of them. But you know, just tuning and stuff like it's different, you know. And they are very finicky, but luckily that's what Dad does. Dad knows these. He's run 7-second quarter miles with one of these on a big block before, on gas. In fact, we're going to be running this one on methanol. I just want to show you guys this, and like I said, we're working on the car, and man, that's such a killer shot, and I believe these will come up through the hood. That's kind of the goal. And if you guys saw the t-shirt design, then that was kind of a giveaway. But anyway, yeah, so that's the updated induction setup. Aces High gets stacked. So if you guys would like to pick up a t-shirt, thank you guys that have bought them already, but nitrounion.com, you can order those, and it really appreciated it. Everything that comes from the shirts goes into the build, and we're ready to get this thing rocking and rolling. All right, guys, back on Aces High today, and Dad left to go on vacation, so he'll be gone for a few days. So I kind of left me with a task, and I'm using my rudimentary fabrication skills. And essentially what I'm doing is we got a lot more of this crap cut out, just cut out a ton. You can see the pile of stuff that we cut out of here the past few days, and just got the old leaf spring mounts and stuff out there. So we don't need any of that stuff. A lot more of the floor got cut out. What we ran into is, as we were cutting a lot of this stuff out of here, a lot of it's pretty rusty anyway, but we're cutting a lot of this old sheet metal out, and we noticed that the whole rear section of the body was getting floppy because the back here was the only mount, or the only body mounts that are, you know, basically from there or there rearward, I should say, sorry. So basically you could grab this here and kind of shake the quarter panels, and everything would almost want to buckle, you know, and just move around. So anyway, so we need to tie the body into the frame again. So I put some little temporary ones. There's some pads up underneath here, but they're pretty rotted out too. So, but they definitely stiffened it up and kind of took care of that problem. But basically what I'm doing is building a subfloor. So it's going to sit, we're using this square tubing. I think this is 3/4 square tubing, and I'm just cutting out some pieces, and we're going to lay those on top of the frame rails here. Well, that one's too long, but anyway, we're going to lay those on top of the frame rails to make a nice level floor for the sheet metal to attach to and sit on flat. So and then as I'm doing that, I'm going to bring those pieces back, and then this piece is going to go right underneath this. Let's see if you can see this little lip right here. This piece is going to go right underneath that lip, and then that's also gonna, and then we're gonna put some attachment points here, and then that's also gonna be able to hold up the back of this body. This piece here is kind of flimsy, but we're gonna do some metal work to it and try to get some structural integrity back to it as well. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at, working on this trunk deal, and I think we got a pretty good game plan, so it should come on together pretty quick. So once Dad gets back, I want to try to have it ready for him to start laying sheets in, and we'll start cutting and fitting. Okay, so I need to bend this piece of square tubing. So I kind of had the idea to let the rack down and use it as an anchor, and then I'm going to put that piece of rear end housing there, and I'm going to step on this end and see if maybe I can get a bend out of this thing without using a torch or having to heat it. So. Oh, there it goes. All right, let me stop there. That might actually be perfect. So what I'm trying to do is match this contour on this. This piece is gonna go. That's pretty dang close right there. Yeah, man, it actually bent it pretty nice. It didn't try to kink or anything, so. All right, so that's my next piece. So I got these two pieces cut and fitted. And then this piece will go across the back. Trying to decide if I want to weld them inside the car or take them out and try to weld them like that. I don't really know just yet, but anyway, I'll figure it out. I may actually just try to clamp the other pieces in, and then maybe see if I can get some tacks on them, and then pull it all out and weld these rear pieces, and then I can go from there. So. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up on this right now. I was hoping to get this finished so I could show you guys with all this little subframe and everything in here, but it'll just have to wait till the next episode. I'm out of time, and I need to get this one edited and uploaded for you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So that's kind of where I'm at on that. I should have this done by the end of today, or if not tomorrow. My main goal is, I still got several days before Dad gets back, but my main goal was just to have it done by the time he gets back, so that he can jump straight on getting the sheet metal laid out and get it in there, fitted and everything. So that's my main goal. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.